In the story, all the gentlemen have camouflage makeup when they hit the jungle. So they have to have the camouflage look, which has to match every day. The wounds that, occur to each individual during the show, the sweat, all the different variables that make them appear to be in the jungle.
We had a whole bunch of military books in regards to different makeups.
The problem was that if you get too much camouflage on them, you lose the individual. With the different makeups, it helps distinguish the characters as you're watching them. And you also get to know them. You'll see Bill Duke, who's very dark-skinned anyway, doesn't wear any camouflage makeup. Where the skin is lighter brown on his nose and his cheeks, we darken that up so he almost disappears in a shadow.
I see you.
Arnold, for instance, his lines are strong. It's a very strong character. Sonny Landham, who plays the Indian guide, he's just got like the war paint. That's like he said, to hell with it. Let's go get him. That kind of character. Carl Weathers is very subdued, and I think that was because of his role as a CIA agent, like a pencil pusher, that has come back to the jungle for this one mission. He's still rugged and tough, but he's softer than the other guys. He comes out, his clothes are like he bought them in a department store somewhere, his jungle fatigues, whereas the other guys, it was their own military issue.
What is this fucking tie business?
Oh, come on, forget about my tie, man.
A Makeup Mike story. Anybody there watching this may wonder why the microphone is now apparent. I've just run up to check Richard Chavez because he banged his forehead and got a cut, and we had to cover it. It didn't match continuity-wise. There are a lot of inconveniences. For instance, today we have 3-unit shooting. We have one here, one on another side of a hill, and one down below. So they may be shooting a scene down there that I'm not familiar with, except by radio. And I'll say, okay, what scene? In scene 30, okay, the guy should look like this, and then send down photos of him. Or they know it's heavier camouflage because it's earlier in the show. I'm doing scenes up in the 100 sequence up here. The camouflage is less because they've been running for 2 days. And of course, they don't stop in the jungle and pull out their mirror and go, and freshen up their camouflage. Hiking up and down the hills, trying to find a place to put my makeup case on so I can open the lid and get into it and start working. They're waiting over here, they've got, everything's ready, they're waiting for me, and I'm doing things, and I can't find a place to just open my case because it sits downhill, and I open and everything falls out. The heat itself, does things to the skin. If they swallow their makeup, the skin, absorbs it as they sweat and everything, and the skin breathes. It's a whole lot different than doing it on the back lot at Universal. There is no comparison.
Somebody's rolling here. I was wondering if we ever roll before lunch. Now we're rolling. Hi.
Originally, they wanted me to build these mud appliances, these things to glue onto a skin that looked like mud. And I said, guys, out here in the jungle with this heat and perspiration, the man will come out 110 pounds at the end of the show. He'll just die inside anything that's that constrictive. What we've done is we've taken clay. It's in a powder form, comes in sacks of about 100 pounds a sack. Mix it with water, and then an ingredient called methacil, which is an inert compound, which gives it some thickness and also kind of solidifies. We'll take it, put it in these 30-gallon drums that we've built, or they're actually like water tanks about so high. They have a 3/4-inch nozzle outlet on it that we will shoot the stuff out of a hose, like a garden hose, with a fantail end on the end of it, and just put them up against the wall, just like we're stuccoing the side of a house. Say, turn around, Arnold, and hopefully all will go well.
You're not dirty enough. Bro.
It was my feeling that would be the simplest way to keep continuity and make it simple on Arnold so that in between takes or during lunchtime, he can get the stuff off with a hose, with water. It'll just wash right off.
We're doing another shot like this.
I know.
Oh, yeah. In the meantime, yeah.
Right now.
Right.
Otherwise, you really can't get cleaned up.
No, I will get cleaned up anyway.
Yeah.
For sure. I think it's lunch like this for now.
We work real close with special effects. The special effects men on a show like this where you have people who are getting, the sides of their head blown off or arms cut off, things like that.
The most fun I've had is seeing the picture of myself dead, hanging from the tree. So I'm going to take the body itself disemboweled. And as I said, after the movie, I could have it. I'm going to put bean dip in the middle of it and serve things out of it. That's what I'm getting out of the movie anyway. So
what it boils down to is there's a very definite line now. If it goes on the skin of a human being, makeup, special effects. If it goes on a dummy or a body or anything other than that, special effects. And that's the line. But a lot of times we give on both sides because we need the help of the other team. There's no push-pull, no struggle. It's just work. Get it done, get the best effect.